Hello, 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 and welcome to another exciting episode of What's It To Ya.
What makes it exciting? Not the format, the fact that I'm eating.
He's being a douchebag and eating right now.
I'm hungry.
So, we have this new format going on. We're using OBS Sentient, so that means we don't have to get together and get to each other's house. We actually did this for the first time with What's It To Ya. No, not What's It To Ya.
The sign
off. But literally no one's watched the sign off. I know some people have watched What's It To Ya, but yeah, we have a new show called The Sign Off, by the way. It's where me and this douchebag decide we're gonna sit down and talk about stuff that we really like in terms of movies and TV shows, or at least that one of us likes.
Yeah, and if it's only one of us that likes it, then the premise then is to convince the other one to also like it as well.
Yeah. So in addition to using OBS for the recording here, which we tried doing this yesterday, and then we realized Spencer really needs to buy a pair of headphones because like the audio would bleed through from my audio. He would capture my audio as well, so like if I would go splice them together, you'd hear me twice, which was not ideal.
An echo.
Like just me editing it, I wanted to punch my monitor. I can only imagine how someone listening to this was feeling. The only slight problem, there's not really anything that we can do about this, or to get better internet, which isn't an option. But
yeah, the connection.
Our lips won't entirely sync up with what we're saying, but
who gives a shit?
Yeah, that's fine. Like pretty much any podcast like this that you see, that's just an issue.
Anyway, so where are we at with that? What the fuck is Adobe CC?
Oh, Adobe CC. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. So we have the new OBS thing going on, and I also bought the Adobe Creative Cloud. So now that I have the Creative Cloud with Premiere Pro and all that kind of stuff, I don't have to
For merely a very generous $50 a month.
Actually is a good price when you think about it. I mean, okay. So used to be before they started Creative Cloud, you would have to let's say you want to use Photoshop, you want to use Illustrator, you'd have to buy each of those programs, and those were like $600 programs. You would buy them every year to get the most current version. Now you just pay $53 a month, and you get every single program Adobe makes, and it's always the most current version.
Fucking 600?
Yeah. I think Premiere Pro was close
600,
to $1,000.
my guy. That ain't. I'm not paying anything. That's a fucking computer. That's not a program. That's a whole ass thing you're playing it on.
I mean,
my guy.
I can understand why Premiere Pro costs so much, because that's what they used to make movies. So it's one of those things. It's a professional application, and with those type of applications, they charge a whole lot for them because the people.
I thought they charge a whole lot in the movie industry because there were people that knew how to use it. Why does the program itself have to be so fucking overpriced?
Because that's you need that program to do what you're wanting to do, and so since they're the only
monopoly. Okay.
It's not really a monopoly. They just make the best program.
They made the only program, actually.
No, okay, you have Magic's Vegas, which is what we were using, which kind of sucks.
Would you ever use Magic Vegas?
Huh?
Would you ever use Vegas?
I did, up for 7 episodes, and then I broke down about the Creative Cloud because it's a lot better. Which that program's like $400. I got it myself from Humble Bundle.
Why do they cost so fucking much?
It's because video editors, any video editors with a decent amount of features, only a very niche amount of people will use that.
I see a lot of people on YouTube. I feel like people would more people would break down and buy
YouTubers.
if it was like I don't know, fucking $40-$50 for those programs. I feel like there would be more YouTubers trying to. They would fail, but they would get their fucking money out of it.
Dude,
because
like,
they're
hundreds and hundreds of hours, of video, like, per day gets uploaded to YouTube. There's already people trying that. We're trying that. No one watches this shit. But yeah, no, like, I'm guessing it's just with, like, the formats that they support and stuff, they have to pay licensing fees and stuff. And then actually research and development to make the programs and stuff. I can see why it's expensive, especially since it's not like a program that you need to have on your computer for most people. Now, if
you know what else is expensive to make that gets programmed for years and years on end?
What?
A video game. You know how much those cost?
60. A lot more.
600.
A lot more people buy a video game than buy a video editor, though.
They probably would buy more video damn editors if they didn't cost a fucking arm and a leg. That's where I'm getting at, bitch.
Every year? Huh? Every year?
Yeah, probably. They're not going to buy 600, nail down $600 every year for fucking an editor.
Now, tell me if you think this is a fair price. Okay, $53 a month times 12. I pay $636 a year for, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 16 programs.
Are they regularly updated?
Yeah, it's always the most current version. It's $40 per program, pretty much.
Alright, I'm fine with that. Whatever.
I think that's why. Okay, I'm defending that shit, but I think that's probably why they switched.
I'm just saying singularly, yeah, when they switched it over to this monthly payment. But I was talking about in the era where they're retarded and made it one program $600. You can eat a dick there.
Dude, but there for a while, like, because the most popular of all these programs is Photoshop. That was like the most pirated program for the longest time. Back when before they started the Creative Cloud pricing model, like when you saw pay like $600 for Photoshop, that was the most pirated program ever. There for a while.
Photoshop was?
Yeah. You disappeared, buddy.
Oh, am I back again?
Yeah, you started sharing your screen with me.
I was trying to split it like I can on my phone.
No.
Damn it.
You can minimize it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, fuck it.
Okay. I think the most pirated program now would be... I want to say it's probably either Microsoft Office or Windows. No, I'm talking about programs, dude.
Oh.
Yeah, that probably is too.
The porn editor. If there isn't a dong, the video won't edit.
Microsoft Office or Windows itself. Which, I don't know. I just don't like the idea of pirating Windows. Like, I feel like it would come with some extra features, if you know what I mean.
Damn, we fucking nailed through like 5 of these fuckers without even like by accident.
We did. Holy shit. Okay, so
let's see. What do we have next?
We have another
your new show.
Yeah.
Your new show.
I'm gonna be doing. We're doing like 3. Well, he's doing 2 in a row. I'm doing 3 in a row. This is the first one we're doing. What's it to you? Then after this, we get to go do the sign off. And which the sign off I was telling you, that's where we talk about movies and shit. And then the next one that I'm doing is Williams Tech Talk, because this asshole doesn't like talking about technology, so I really do. So I'm doing I'm doing a weekly thing where I find like about 5 news stories that seem interesting to me, and giving my thoughts, comments, questions, and concerns about them. And so I have a habit of buying stuff that I need, but I don't need that. In my head, I need it, but I really don't.
I need it.
This one, you can make an argument for. Bought this.
You bought a $100 6-inch dildo.
Yeah. Okay, like, he was giving me shit, saying I pay $100 for a piece of plastic.
You paid $100 for a stylus.
Okay. It's not even really a piece of plastic. This right here is what you're paying $100 for, that little tip right there. that has a sensor in it that lets it tell how much pressure you're putting down on the screen and all that, as well as where on the screen you're putting it down on. But I will say this: I used to have a Note 8, and the stylus on the notes were pretty cool. I liked it, but the screen was too fucking small for it to really be worth it.
Hey, tell me if this is attractive to viewers.
Oh god. Oh, I hate that. I hate everything about that.
You're welcome. Spencer Farthing, ASMR.
No, if it was ASMR, you need like a pickle or something.
No, maybe that's my new show. I'm just going to do some like fucking unpleasant ASMR. Ones that no one even wants.
I'm the fucking production dude for all this shit too, so that's a fun one. I hate that shit. I don't get ASMR. Like, I believe people when they say that it helps them. I don't see how though.
I tried it a couple times, like if it's just like little clicking and whatnot.
Yeah. So
again, like ASMR is like any other format. You just have to be good at it. There's a bunch of shit ASMR, and there's some good ones. Yeah.
The thing that I like about this versus the Note things, because the problem with the Note is the phone itself was too small to really do anything with, and then the stylus was like, it was a fucking stylus. It was really, really tiny and just not comfortable to hold. This actually feels like you're holding a pencil, and then you have this giant screen before you, and you can actually do stuff with it. My biggest complaint with it is the way you fucking charge it, because this you actually have to charge. It lasts a good couple hours, but you hold on. I need to. There we go.
You're frozen on mine. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, my
you're
my phone was reminding me that it's time to do shows. But my biggest problem with it is how you charge it, which it has this at the end of it.
Do you just stick it out of the thing?
Yeah. It has a lightning connector, like the end that's on the cords, and what you do is let me grab my iPad real quick. To charge it, you have to take the iPad, and then you plug it in like this, and that's how it charges.
That's asking to get broke.
I know. I'm fucking terrified every time I put it in. Now
it's just begging to get fucked up.
I'm not an engineer. Obviously, I'd be making more money if I was. But it seems to me that an easier way to do it would to have this be a hole and have you plug a lightning connector in it.
It seems like it'd be a little better designed that way.
Now, the reason why, the best I can figure the reason why it's this, is because this is how you connect it to the iPad. You got plugged in and then realize, oh shit, you have an Apple Pencil. Here you go. Couldn't
the cord that you'd be using to charge it also do that? Maybe have like a dual analog on it?
Yeah, they could have made a double-ended lightning cable. You plug it into the Apple Pencil, and then you plug that into your iPad.
Couldn't you also have synced it through Bluetooth or something? Maybe do something along those lines?
Well, that's what it uses. It uses Bluetooth, but to initialize that connection, you have to plug it in. Now, I know Apple likes to be very simple and everything, but it seems to me that also you could have just freaking put a button on here or something that you hold down, and that activates the searching thing that Bluetooth does. Like, I really like this. I've yet to buy an Apple product I don't like, but this is this is probably the closest I would get. It's good. It's very good for what it's for.
It's the closest you got to dumb.
It really, all my gripes with it come from this fucking thing right here, the port.
It may be stupid, but it's also dumb. Dumbing. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Guess who's a college boy now? Everyone.
Yeah.
Yours truly, 2 thumbs and a big dick. That's right, Spencer Farthing's going to get edumacated. There, the old community college because going straight to university is too much fucking money.
University period's too much money, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, next year I'm probably gonna start college. I'm gonna go to college at the ripe age of 21. That sounds good. I don't know.
I'll immediately be over drinking.
I'm thinking about like either doing community college or doing a trade. Like I'm not gonna. I technically
Another trade school.
Yeah, one that actually isn't shit. Home automation, you can't do anything with that.
Here, so, you can't do that anything with that.
No,
here. We're just.
Yeah.
I thought it was like radio stations or just like fucking like installers, you know. They still exist. It's just around this region especially, these old people got dicked out of their social security, so you got these same people working there fucking clutching on to that job, not retiring.
What I'm thinking about doing is being HVAC, like working on air conditioning and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The thing that like was the catalyst for that is I was talking to people where I work, the building technicians there, and one of them mentioned how much they make, and I'm just like,
oh.
Well, dude, they make like $55K a year, which
jeez,
that's not a lot, really, but to me, it is.
For us both. That's both our salaries combined.
Yeah, actually, that would be both of ours combined, yeah.
That's angry.
Okay,
what do I do? Oh, I install air conditioners.
Dude, you realize we ate through 20 minutes, like, completely naturally?
Nah, we're at fucking 17 minutes and 50 seconds.
Well, you know what?
Get semantics with it. Oh, our only news stories.
No, we have two.
You got one. Yeah, this one's funny though. Mexican drug cartel tunnel discovered under an Arizona KFC.
Because of course it would be a KFC.
It was actually just
you want to know why it's a KFC?
Why?
Because their shit's finger licking good.
What?
Anyway,
a fucking 600-foot tunnel. Like, it may not sound like a lot, but that's because the house was right on the ass of the border, and so was the KFC in the town itself. And I forgot where it was in particular in relation with the town. I'm trying to remember the name of the town, but they arrested him after he illegal after he escaped, in which he gave away the position and like the fact that there's this tunnel underground of this KFC, in which of course it's now a former KFC. It got shut down after Feds came, analyzed it, and
see,
the moral. There's not really moral of this story. The conversation that I want to address is, what the fuck is the thoughts running through their heads of them finding this?
I was about to ask you that. I want to know what went through that manager's head, or if it's a franchise. What happened? What went?
No,
through
the manager
franchise?
knew about it. He got arrested.
Oh, what?
Yeah, it was a store man. What?
What went through that franchise owner's head?
It's like, there was this guy. He built a drug tunnel under one of your stores. Come again? Come again for Bigfoot?
That's what I was about to say.
It's like that one JonTron meme. What? What the fuck?
That's all I could think of was that what you did at the How I Met Your Mother Marshall thing. Like, come again for Big Fudge? What?
Yeah, it was in San Luis, leaning under the border to home in San Luis, Rio, Colorado. But the authorities made a discovery to it, and it was just to transport. Yeah, and it was built to transport, like cocaine, fucking heroin, insert here.
God.
And I have an image of it that I really want to send you, because it actually has the satellite image of the border wall, and then a house where the tunnel starts in Mexico, and then
yes.
the KFC right next to the border wall. Huh?
Send it to me on Skype. I can upload up and show people.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, we can do that now, man.
Alright. Can I just send it to you on Skype from my phone, too? And then you can pull up from there?
Yeah, just send me the link in the Skype message.
Can I just send you the image?
Yeah. Like, just send it to me on Skype.
Okay, I am. Shit.
I mean, I could pull it up on Facebook, but I don't really want to pull my entire Facebook up on,
And it's sent.
Okay. Let's go to messages. I'm not getting it yet. Not getting it yet.
God, that's taking a long fucking time. Well, eventually, as we wait for it to get got, what's the beginning of your story?
Okay, so there's this restaurant that I'm a fan of. I've tried to get you to be a fan of it too, but you never go.
Your brother already went there. It's ruined for me.
It's called Cheddar's.
I have to discover it on my own.
You can't take a recommendation. It has to be like something you found.
Yeah.
Okay, so Cheddar's. They serve this really good, like, it's basically like a better Chili's in my mind. But
Hi, welcome to Chili's.
the company, the parent company of Cheddar's, Darden Restaurants, they also own Olive Garden, Longhorn Steakhouse. They announced to the country on August 22nd that their point of sale system was hacked, which it's not good if you know anything about how a point of sale works. Spencer, you're familiar with those.
Not really.
That your job involves the point of sale.
Oh, it does? Oh, okay.
Yeah, like
I don't know these technical terms. I know how to do the job. It's just like shit. We even called shit differently from your store to mine. Like you called your regular lines fucking boats.
Yeah, boats.
Lines. Yeah, we don't call it that. It's like we just call it by the number. So I go there, you know.
Oh, the boats thing. That was the thing that like people had been there for like 25 years was calling them, and so it just kind of stuck.
Okay.
But yeah, most Latin Europe people would just say, go to register 3. But yeah, so their point of sale system was hacked, which that's where when you go and check out, that when you swipe your card, that's the point of sale.
Okay, I see.
So
shit.
yeah, federal authorities actually let them know, like, so hey, there's a problem. You might want to look into it. And the company estimates that 567,000 credit card numbers were exposed during the attack.
He probably had the exact same. He's probably in the same room with the fucking KFC guy going, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, so like,
I like to imagine the same guy giving 2 messages, just walks in the room, is like, "Oh, hey, since you're both here, you know, you got a drug tunnel, and you have about 600 something credit cards that were stolen under your point of sale."
You have over 500,000, yeah.
500,000.
$1 million. 500,000.
Oh, I thought you said 600, not 600,000.
No, 567,000 credit card numbers.
Ah.
And they said that number could continue to grow as they assess the scope of the incident, which is corporate talk for, yeah, so we know we're fucked up this bad, but it's probably worse, but we're not going to say at this moment. So Darden Restaurants hired a third-party cybersecurity firm to investigate, and they said that the system hacked is no longer in use and was permanently disabled and replaced by April 10th. So now here's the part that kind of makes me nervous. If you dined at any Cheddar's restaurant located in Alabama, Arizona, Arkansas, Delaware, Florida, Illinois, Indiana, I'm not done, Iowa, Kansas, Louisiana, Maryland, Michigan, Missouri, Nebraska, New Mexico, North Carolina, Ohio, Oklahoma, fucking shit, Pennsylvania, South Carolina, Texas, Virginia, or Wisconsin, between November 3rd, 2007 and January 2nd, 2008, you should call 888-258-7280. For more.
Did you call?
I actually did because I went there several times during that time frame.
And did you find something?
Well, they told me that they couldn't tell me at this time whether or not my credit card information had been taken, but they could tell me like what I could do in the future to prevent my identity theft. Be careful.
Don't eat at food restaurants, kid. That's my big secret.
I'm fine though because
did the picture come in?
Didn't check. It did not. No.
What the fuck?
Here, just send it to me on Facebook.
Okay. And then you're gonna try and pull it up.
Yeah, I'll pull it up and then share it on the screen here in a minute. But yeah, no, like that's what it says in news articles too, where like identity protection services available to you, call that number. There's not really a whole lot they can do. They'll just give you some advice, which is it's not bad advice, but it's also one of those things where like what can you really do? Okay, here we go. Save image. Save to videos folder.
See what I mean? Like the KFC is even on the ass crack of the border.
Yeah. Okay. So here's that picture you're talking about, guys. Let's load up. Yeah. Okay. So.
Can they see it?
Yeah. There's the U.S.-Mexico border. There's the tunnel entrance, which just looks like it's in this sketch area anyway. And then you go to the KFC, which that's nice.
That's the most ghetto wank ass shit I think I've ever seen. I don't. Okay, sure, it can make you money. I don't know why any business owner would fucking just downgrade themselves or put themselves in a location like that. You know how ghetto you look? That you would go in the back alley and suck a dick for a nickel. Can you buy me some cigarettes? Buy my chicken.
That is the future home of Fallout New Vegas. That is the Mojave Desert. One state, but
Fallout 2 New Vegas.
Mojave 2 New Vegas.
New Vegas. A bigger downgrade.
But yeah, what I say about that cyber attack story, like, I'm good. I've gotten a new debit card since then anyway. But, like, if you did eat there during that time frame, maybe get a new debit card.
Hey, I knew my intuition proved me right. I never ate there. Even though you tried to get me eat there. Now who's the asshole?
Yeah, no, that story, like, that just immediately jumped out at me because, like, I love shit like that, cyber attack stories. It's,
And it put the fear of God in you because you ate there several times.
Yeah. Dude, cyber attacks are fucking terrifying. But... So... terrible... This is, like, the worst... I'm gonna quote Donald Trump for a minute and go, This is the worst segue in the histories of segues, possibly ever. Let's talk about shit we enjoyed this week. Or technically 2 weeks now. You had 2 weeks to find something you like. Because we didn't have a show last week.
Find? I still don't watch shit anymore, alright? This is an older show.
You know you easily could have lied and just said you discovered it this week.
I don't even think you can stream it, but fuck it, I love it anyway.
Monster? I gave it away. Oops.
Which monster is it?
I don't know, like, it's saying I have a notification on Skype, but it's not like letting me see it. Anyway, we already showed the picture, but yeah, I'm gonna go first because I'm a dick and I can't wait. Plus give you time to explain on how to, describe it. Mine is my TV show is The Ranch. It's okay. So if you've ever seen that '70s show, then you'll probably like The Ranch to begin with because a lot of the same people who worked on that '70s show are working on The Ranch. I don't know if any of the production team's the same, like writers and stuff, but I know Ashton Kutcher's in it. The mom and the dad from that '70s show are both in it. Um, I think the person who plays Rooster was in that '70s show. Let me check real fast.
Are you talking about Ashton Kutcher's brother?
Yeah.
Yeah, he played Hyde.
Okay, Danny Masterson. Which, the only caveat I will say with that is I don't really know how the show's going to go now because Danny Masterson got himself fired from The Ranch.
How did he do that?
Rape allegations, stuff like that.
Shit.
Yeah, Netflix doesn't fuck around with stuff like that. Which, I mean, that's good. That is good. But they left it open to where, like, if as like time goes on, if it's discovered, they're like, okay, well, that wasn't true, then he can come back. But the way this shit goes in lately, it's almost always true. So you got
Do
the
what?
rant. Do what?
Oh, I thought you finished. I was gonna say, do I do mine?
Nah, hold on. Like, pretty much the plot of The Ranch, very summarized version of it, is Colt Bennett. He was moderately okay at football. He was really good in high school on their small football team. And then he went to try to join the NFL. That didn't pan out. And now he's moved back home to his family's ranch and working his way back into family and stuff. And it's really good. The dad, he plays, I cannot remember the name of the dad. I really should have this shit prepared.
The actor's name is Sam Elliott.
Sam Elliott, yeah. He's the dad, and he is the best part of the show. Like, pretty much any heartfelt moment in the show involves the dad. He's really tough on them, but he's like just trying to make them better people, but it doesn't work the way he thinks it's gonna work. I don't know.
Such is life.
I don't know if. Okay, would you say putting a minor spoiler in this would be bad for a show like The Ranch?
Yeah, fuck it.
Okay, one of my favorite parts in the whole show is in the most recent part 5. They released the show in parts. His dad, his father-in-law comes up to him. Not father-in-law, mother-in-law comes up to him, gives him money to support the ranch they have. And then he goes, "Thank you, you won't regret this," Ashton Kutcher's character. And then it cuts 4 months later, and you see just this massive wildfire heading toward them. And it's like, well, shit. Which, yeah, it's good. You've probably also seen a meme from it floating around somewhere, because I don't really follow memes, and I've seen this one before The Ranch, where it shows Sam Elliott's character going, "Show me the tit on an almond."
Show me the tit on an almond.
That's from The Ranch. Like it's one of Netflix's like most underrated shows. It's really good. But what is your show recommendation, Spencer? Even though we already said it, because I'm a terrible person. I don't know how to keep secrets.
It's Kurosawa's Monster. It's one of the only anime that I like, and not because it's an anime, but because it's just a good story.
That's how I am with Death Note, except for one part of it. Yeah.
Kid. Monster is it starts as like a hospital drama because it's just it introduces the main character, Dr. Tenma, and he's just saving this guy. Is like, "Oh, it's amazing! You did this, like, accomplished surgery on this opera singer. You know, he'll be singing again." And it immediately starts fucking hitting. It sets it up how the rest of the show is going to pan out. With just like 1 minute later, he gets confronted by this woman that just starts crying to him and yelling at him. He's like, It's like, why don't you operate on my husband? Because her husband died. And he came in before the opera singer, but they sent him in. He didn't know about that. And anyway, later on, he asks because he's dating the fucking director of the hospital's daughter, and what he says is that like they're not there to improve. They're not there to save lives as much as improve as scholars in the field, you know, and that bothered him. And so anyway, one day there's this family that moves in, and they head into town. They're like this prominent rich family that move into the local town. They're from like the outer rim of Germany, and they have these two twins. It sets up because you hear about these other murders going on and whatnot, and what happens is there's this the mayor that goes in. He had I think he had a strizzoke and gets a blood clot, and he wants him to operate on first. But the person that came before him, Dr. Tenma blows off the mayor for, is the little boy who was of one of the twins in the family that moved in, because he has a bullet in his head, but he's still alive. The twin sister's comatose, and the two parents are dead. Anyway, he goes over and operates on him instead. He doesn't get fired, but he gets fucking Jewed, where he's pretty much a slave to that hospital to make sure that he can't work anywhere else. Just based on his recommendation, you know?
Yeah.
Anyway, they give him bitch work and whatnot. And, anyway, he goes and, like, just breaks levity because he thinks the kid is just completely comatose. And, then, you know, he just lets it by. He's like he says something to the vein of, like, they'd be better off dead. So, anyway, later on in that exact same episode, the three people that dicked him over, which is the director and the two other heads, are found dead in the same exact night. And they were poisoned by this donation candy that was brought in for the boy. And I'm going to say this, but it's not really a spoiler because it happens early in the show. The show is littered with twists, but you find out later because it cuts to 9 years later, and investigation kicks back in because another strand of the similar murders comes up again.
Yeah.
And basically, as it evolves and whatnot, you find out that it was actually the boy who shot the parents, and then the girl shot her brother in the head to and thinking to protect herself. She blocked that out of her memory, though, after she went into shock. And the rest of the show is the boy comes back, and it turns out he's actually the one that poisoned the donation candy that the director ate and killed them. And, yeah, the rest of the show is Tenma going back to stop the patient that he saved 9 years ago.
So you doing that? Did you just give away, like, the whole show? Or is that, like, early on?
Oh, dude, this is like within fucking 3 episodes, I think.
Oh,
this
okay.
is a 40-something episode. This show is packed.
So, while you were talking about that, I did a quick Google search to see where you could watch Monster. Fucking nowhere. Like, even trying to get a box set is a pain in the ass. So this is gonna be one of those shows. I don't really condone this that much, but yeah, go sail the hype.
If you want a recommendation on where to watch this show, it's Yarhar Fiddly Dee.
Oh, I was gonna say you need to go sail the high seas.
Sail the high seas. Port their ship on the bay.
You're gonna get your total legal copy of it that goes SO1EO1.ABI.
Yeah.
Alright, so alright, so real quick, I want to just say, look, my thought process with stuff like that is, if you give me a way that's, like, convenient for me to buy it, or to watch it legally, like, if it's on Netflix, Hulu, and all that, or if it's, like, a 99-cent rental for a movie that's on there, I'll just pay for it. But when I, like, cannot in any way, shape, or form legally watch your shit, that's when I no longer feel bad at that point.
So, oops, fuck it. You know, I'm stealing your shit. Same with Berserk, the original Berserk. You just can't get it. You
know. Yeah. Which at that point, just like, okay, well, you obviously are not interested in making money off this thing, so. Well,
yeah, I don't know why, because the show's fucking brilliant, but.
There was a game like that not too long ago too, where like it was on PC. I had this urge. It's not even a good game, but like I had an urge to play Web of Shadows, the Spider-Man game. Yeah. You cannot find that game anywhere. Like it's not on PS4, it's not on PC, it's not on PS3 even digitally. Like your only way to get is to buy a jank used copy of the PC version. Which that's really what I want to play it on it, or just sell the high seas. And yeah, no, I if you put it on Steam, I'll pay for it, not a problem. But after that, yeah, no, I'm sorry.
Yeah, because you clearly don't care about it, so there's no real like moral obligation to it.
Nah, like there's
what the fuck are you gonna do with it anyway?
If a game like Planescape, for example, that's on Good Old Games and stuff like that, yeah, I'll totally give you money for it. It's a great game. But World of Warcraft, though, we're talking about game recommendations now. My recommendation is a 14-year-old game that's somehow still getting support. I never played World of Warcraft up until like the last 2 weeks, actually. It's good. Like, okay, I'll say right off the bat, though. It has the whole game is fucking fetch quests for the most part. But the best part of the game, by far, is when you join a group of people and you guys go and do a dungeon together. Or you do I've only done one of these, but if you do a raid, oh my god, the game is amazing. Because the way it works is you have a role that you play in that group. Well, I'm playing an arcane mage. So my role is to stay the fuck back and do damage from a distance. And then you have a tank in the group. The tank runs up and they run up and get the enemies to attack them, and they take the brunt of the force.
And then out of range are the healers.
Yeah, and then you have healers that make sure everyone stays alive. Just that gameplay alone, like, that alone is enough to get me to want to play the game. But then, like, even if they're a little fetch questy, like, go to this area and kill 12 this overall story going on is it's really good. And Battle for Azeroth just came out, which you get a level 110 boost, and I went ahead and used that just to make a level 110 druid. And I played like the first scenario of Battle of Azeroth, and you have like a shit ton of people, almost like a raid setting, like the amount of people you'd have in a raid, but they're all going forward and launching an assault to defend this area. And you have like the Keen there and everything, and like it's really fucking cool. I'm into it a lot. If you don't if you already know that you don't like that kind of stuff though, like multiplayer games and everything like that, I cannot sell you on it. But if you even have like a remote interest in it, go for it.
Yeah, because I am not, and I've never been a multiplayer guy.
Now, I can't even make the argument like play with your friends, because like when you at a minimum just do dungeons, you'd have to have 4 friends with you. That would be one play it. That's probably not going to happen. Or
that would be a magic trick if you can find 4 friends that all have gaming PCs to play WoW on.
Now here's the part where it's just done. Here, it's out of the question. If you want to do the raid content, which is what most people consider to be the best part of World of Warcraft, you need 30 people to do that.
At least.
Yeah. It's like, I think 30 to 60 people. No, it's not happening with people you know. Like, if you can, like, most people are really nice in that game. I've only encountered one asshole. He wanted me, like, open him up he was in the group and he said to open a portal to, Stormwind, which is the Alliance capital. And I just got that spell and I didn't even know I had it. And I'm like, okay, but, like, how? He's like, God, don't you know how to play this game at all?
No, I just got it.
But yeah, the receivers wanted me to open portals. Mages are the only one who can do that. So it was kind of my role to do. But, like, I didn't know that. Maybe be a little nice. Do you see that I'm level whatever the hell? I was, like, level 20. But if you're, like, on the fence, like, where like, I might like it, I don't know, you can play for free up to level 20. So give it, like, that's where I'm at in the game. I'm already, like, I love this. So, yeah, give it a try. Spencer,
I thought it boosted you to 120.
Oh, no. When you buy, you only get the boost if you buy the newest expansion, Battle for Azeroth. You can start playing the game just by paying the $15 a month, but for the newest expansion, you gotta pay $50 for that. And then when you buy Battle for Azeroth, you get all the previous expansion. Well, no, when you start paying $15 a month, you get all the previous expansions up to Legion. And then after that, you pay $50, you get Battle for Azeroth. And when you buy that, it gives you a 110 boost, because Battle for Azeroth starts at level 110. It's from level 110 to 120. And 120 is the level cap.
My video game recommendation is a little polar opposite of yours. It's a lot more simplistic.
Is it 14 years old?
No. Is it?
Probably. Here, I forgot what it's called. Ape Escape. Oh, I did it again. I'm sorry.
Probably. Yeah, it's Ape Escape 2.
Ape Escape 2, that came out in 2002, so that would be 16 years old, buddy.
Oh, it's older than that. Okay. What it's about is some apes escape, and you have to fight them. You have to capture them. No, I'm just kidding. Apes don't actually escape, but you fuck up and release these, like, this, like, freaking rain cloud full with these mind control helmets and shit. And then this evil, edgy anime monkey comes over and says, ha ha ha. You know, he starts pointing, and the apes go mad and whatnot. And you have to fight this legion of apes that are color coordinated. You know, it's like, I'm blue monkey, I'm pink monkey, and stuff like that. And you go, and the whole game is just you capturing back these monkeys to save the world, town, country, to save the country. Yeah. And the control scheme is a little weird because
you know that reminded me of
what?
We must save the crystals or orbs or the moon, whatever. Alright.
Doesn't really matter. The game is you go around with a fake lightsaber baton and you smack some monkeys and you capture them with a net. That's about it. That's the whole game. Nothing else to it.
You can play this on a PS4, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Or if you want to fish out your old PS2 and walk to your local vintage stock or a game exchange or wherever you live in the fucking country.
Dude, I don't know. I legitimately don't know anyone who has a PS2 anymore.
I do.
Wait, you do?
Yeah, it's in the living room.
Fuck you! Why didn't you tell me this?
There's a PS1 in there. We have all four.
Bitch, I'm coming over. Very soon. I don't know when, but at some point when we both have the same day off.
I don't have days off, dude. You know, you can come over and play it, but I won't be doing shit. I'll just probably be homework, you know.
I feel like we're to the point now, the only time we're going to hang out with you doing college and working is when we do this shit.
Yeah. I could be working while we are hanging out. But in the genesis of it all, I'm currently working, you know.
Yeah. Hey, you're technically working right now, even though not really. You just call me on Skype and talk. I'm the one who has to do all the actual work on this. Oh, no, I'm sorry. You got to launch Audacity.
And my hands are worn out. from that. All that clicking.
Dude, one of these days I'm gonna record my screen and record everything I do to get this show ready and shit and send it to you. And yeah. That would be a cool time lapse, but
the making of an episode of What's It To You.
maybe someday. No one gives a shit right now, but someday maybe.
Eventually.
It would be really easy to do, but
anyway, let's end it right here because we have another episode to do, and I have to go and read.
All right.
So, thank you all for joining us on episode 8 of What's It To You. Many technical difficulties, one such delay, and then another partial delay when we were supposed to do this on Thursday. But then I had to go and buy these fucking headphones. So,
all right, we'll see you guys later. You have a good one.
Yeah.